I was talking to somebody who, when I met her, when I lived in England, it was 10 years ago. And she was in university and she was doing a mechanical engineering degree. And I asked her if what she wanted to be doing, because she said that she wanted to do something else. She said she wanted to do fashion design. She wanted to make clothes. She wanted to design clothes. So I asked her why she's not doing that. She had to do the degree, she said. So I asked her if she does anything towards the other thing. But she said she didn't have time. She didn't have time to draw. She didn't have time to do anything, she said. And at the same time, that is when I wanted to do YouTube videos. But YouTube wasn't even a thing, really. It was just a hobby that one would do. And I didn't know that people would watch or whatever. I just was talking to her, hadn't talked to her in a while. And she was complaining about her job and she doesn't like it. And I asked her if she's doing anything about the fashion design. And she said no. She doesn't have time because she's too busy working. She's working all the time. It's been 10 years and she still wants to do this thing. And she's still not done anything towards it. And it's been a thing before even I knew her, probably. And all that time, I've wanted to do YouTube videos. And it's just funny how we both have our things that we haven't really done. I've put some stuff up, whatever. I've recorded a lot of stuff. There will be a time when I'm in a place where I can, there's a reason, when I can focus better, when I have a laptop, because I don't have a laptop, when I have a better camera, because this is a really bad quality phone, and that's all I have right now. And that's one of the reasons why I've not done it. That's one of the reasons why I've not done it. I do have a lot of footage, and I really look forward to actually going through it and putting it together and make some stuff. But it's just so funny how we think we can't do it because of this, because of that, because I don't have a laptop, because I don't have a proper camera, and because she doesn't have time. You have time to draw. You have time to draw a picture. You do. I have time to talk at some camera. One of the reasons why we don't do the things, though, is because we're not actually aligned with ourselves. We're doing things we don't want to do. We're complaining about things, which makes us feel more not ourselves. Because when we feel like ourselves, when we're aligned with ourselves, we feel good. We feel inspired. And there's no light. Also another reason, there's no light in this house. It's amazing. The lights are on, but there's no light. But if you want to do something, though, and you're not aligned with it, trying to do the thing, just like one step, can help you to be more in alignment. If you're complaining, you're either complaining or you're doing the things that help you to feel like you. You're complaining about things that make you feel bad, probably feeling worse about it, and believing those stories, or you're doing the things that would help you to feel more like you. When you are in alignment, you don't have to work at stuff. When you're doing what you're here to do, it does not feel like work. You're inspired. Inspiration happens through you. Spirit happens through you. The universe happens through you. Your inspired ideas happen through you. You have the idea, you write down the lyrics. You have the idea, you draw the pictures, you write the story, whatever it is. You talk at the camera. I have even imagined doing it. If you've ever had an experience where you just start envisioning things and you're not really controlling it, just happens on its own. I've done that about making YouTube videos, as well as some other things that correlate with it, and it just makes sense. And it's just really funny, though, how we have reasons why we can't do it, and we really believe it. So I told her that if you still want to do a thing, after 10 years, that's a long time to still want to do a thing. It's not just been an idea and then you let it go because it was just some nonsense. it's a thing you're probably meant to do. You want to do it. It makes sense to you deeply. So you have to set about then. It just makes sense to set about taking steps towards it and taking steps towards you aligning with actual you. It's important. You'll feel amazing. When you don't feel like you don't feel good. When you don't feel good, it's because you don't feel like you. That's what that's all about. If you're complaining, you don't feel like you. And if you don't feel like you'll probably be complaining. But where we put our focus and where we put our action makes way for more and more and more. It builds momentum, even if it's very incrementally. So I told her to, if she just draws some pictures, just draw some pictures, have an idea, draw some pictures. I don't care if it's stick figures with something, just draw a thing. She hasn't. That was like 2 weeks ago. I told her I'd put up a YouTube video, so I'm doing this. Although I have put up some other YouTube videos, like just some stuff. If you really want to do a thing, it's going to be your hobby. It just makes sense for you to do it. Just like if you want to draw, you just draw. You want to color in some coloring books, you color in the coloring books. You don't do it because for any other outcome other than to do that thing, because you like it. So get in the habit of doing it because it's your hobby. Get in the habit of doing it because you like it. It could be the thing that helps you actually feel more like you. If she's having a stressful day at work, maybe it could turn out that if she just draws some things, she'll feel better. I wouldn't be surprised. And same with my YouTube videos and whatever. And I have ideas for things, and I could be sharing so much. I have infinite capacity to share. Anybody who's actually talked to me. I seem like I don't talk a lot. I seem like I don't talk to anybody. But when I talk, I have things to say. And you absolutely can do the things you want to do, even if it's a hobby at first. Build that momentum. Build that love for it. Build that within yourself. This is what I do. This is just how I roll. This is my thing. This is what I do. And it's part of you. If you've wanted to do it for 10 years, it's part of you. Let that start being expressed in some way to help align with yourself and to help align with that inner self-image, because that is the reason why when we're not aligned, we have an inner self-image of what we are, which that's what our life will be. If you start changing your inner self-image, so while I'm imagining the things, if you imagine drawing, if you want to draw, it can be the first step towards then the other action steps. But if you're just thinking about this and that and complaining, you're going to be more aligned with that kind of momentum, those actions, those feeling states. And it will be 10 years and you won't have done very much to the things that are your highest joy. And what are you alive for if not to be the embodiment of your highest joy expressed awesomely, feeling awesome because it's awesome and it's your thing you be doing. So just do some steps. I'm going to show her this video. Chen.